Praise the Lord. Hi friends, welcome back. Uh, in this video, we are going to solve all the exercise questions from the exercise 2.2, which belongs to the chapter Relations and Functions. Okay, so please note it down. This exercise contains all the questions related to relations, but exclusively relations. Okay, please note it down. For you to write any relation, please have one common thing. You should have always a set. Okay, a relation is always defined with respect to a particular set. Okay, and most of these questions which you are going to solve in this video has already been asked many times for 3 marks. Okay, usually writing the relation, writing its domain and range, it would be a 3-mark question. So kindly note it down carefully. It is always better if you write down the solution for each question one by one. Okay, that will make you clear before going to the second question. So here comes the first question. Look at it. Let A is equal to, so here comes the set. A is equal to 1, 2, 3 up to 14. Define a relation R. So you have to define relation R from A to itself. Okay, the relation is defined from A to itself by, there is a rule given for how the relation is defined. Now write down its, you have to write its domain, codomain and range. Okay, it's quite simple problem, but you have to be careful enough how to write it, because this is the first question. Please note it down carefully. I have already noted down the given data. The set A, which is 1, 2, 3 up to 14, and relation R is given by every ordered pair x comma y such that 3x minus y is equal to 0, where both x and y belongs to the set A itself. Okay, now this is a very important condition from which we have to write the relation. First, we have to write the relation. Only when we write the relation, we will be able to write the domain, codomain and its range. Is it clear? Now what is the condition given? Please note it down. Condition given is ordered pair every x comma y such that your 3x minus y should be equal to 0, or please note it down, 3x, 3 times x will be y. So if you put the value of x, you will start getting the value of y. Okay, first, as I told you, first and foremost thing here is writing the relation. Okay, usually relation, as it says, it is denoted by capital R. Relation is equal to, now let's start using the values. If I put x is equal to 1, please be very careful. Similar question, similar relation, you can find it in second PUC also. There it would be a 5-mark question. So please note it down. So if I put x is equal to 1 here, so y becomes 3 into 1. So it is 3. Okay, now similarly, if I put x is equal to 2, 3 2s are 6. So y will be 6. If I put x is equal to 3, y will be 3 3s are, that is 9. Okay, finally, if I put x is equal to 4, 3 4s are, y will be 12. In case if I put x is equal to 5, y will be 5 3s are 15, but 15 element is not there in the set at all. So that is the end. So here comes the completion of my relation. So once you write this relation, you can easily write the domain, codomain and range. Okay, therefore first one, what is the domain of R? So first thing is, let us write the domain of R. Usually I write the domain of R denoted by D of R. Okay, so this shows domain of R. This is nothing but it is a set containing, we all know the definition, domain is of R, of the relation is a set containing all the first elements. So first let me take all the first elements. It is 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is the domain of the relation. Next let's go to the range of the relation. Now range, so see, if domain is the set of all first elements, then range is the set of all second element. So start writing the second element here. So you have 3, 6, 9 and 12. So this completes your range. So each term will carry 1 mark here. Finally the last one, only in this question is asked this codomain of the range, sorry, relation. Now this is a very simple thing. Always codomain of the relation will be nothing but the entire set on which it is related. Now since it is, the set is related on itself, then the codomain will be the entire set A. I repeat, codomain will be the entire second set. Okay, the second set is A on itself, so A. That is 1, 2, 3 up to 14. So this is my codomain. Usually very important things in this type of question is writing the domain and range. Is it clear? Right. So this concludes the first question. Hope you don't have any doubts in this. Again, I'm telling you, similar or same question you will be taking for second PUC on different concept there. So please have an idea of how to write the relation and find out its domain and range. Okay. Let's move to the second question from the exercise. The second question reads like this. Define a relation R on a set N. So what is the set required? The set of natural numbers N. By, there is a relation given. We will note it down both. Okay. Depict this relation using roster form. This is actually the rule form. We know two ways of writing the set is roster method and rule method. He has given the rule method. Okay. That is set builder method. This is. You have to write it in rule form and write down the domain and range. So you can see here only domain and range is asked. So let's start our solution. Just look at the data. The set given is N, which is the set of natural numbers. We know the set of counting numbers is natural numbers 1, 2, 3 and so on. The relation given is R is equal to every x comma y such that y is equal to x plus 5. Okay. This is the condition given. Always you should note down the condition given to write down the relation. So actually y is given by x plus 5. Again, and also note it down. X is where he has told you x is a natural number less than 4. I have written it as x is a natural number. X belongs to n means x is a natural number. And x should be less than 4. It has told you strictly less. Less means it is strictly less. And x and y belongs to, both the elements should be from natural numbers. And see how we are going to write the relation. First and foremost thing is you should write the relation. So let's take, put the value of n is equal to 1 now. So x you can take natural numbers means if I put x is equal to 1, then y will be 5 plus 1, that is equal to 6. Are you following? So if you you can see here y is depending on x. So if you start putting the values of x, you will get y. So if I put x is equal to 1, y will be 5 plus 1, that is 6, because you need the ordered pairs. Similarly, if I put x is equal to 2, okay, then y will be 2 plus 7. Okay. Now, if I put x is equal to 3, y will be 3 plus 5, that is 8. Now, remember, I cannot put x is equal to 4 and so on because the condition strictly says x is less than 4. Okay. So that means this concludes our relation. This itself is the relation. Okay, very simple question, very, very simple question. Now, once this is ready, you can easily write the domain and range, isn't it? Now, let's write the domain of R. What is domain of R? It is a set containing all the first elements. So, what are the first elements? 1, 2 and 3. So, 1, 2 and 3. Similarly, if you want to write the range, write all the second elements in the set, that is the relation. So, set of all second elements are 6, 7 and 8. This concludes the solution for this question. Okay, yes, just ask you to write the domain and range. That is enough. You need not worry about the codomain because the codomain will be the entire set N. Is it clear? Okay, hope you don't have any doubts in this. Let's go to the question number 3. So here comes the question number 3. A is given set A 1, 2, 3, 5. Please be careful. And set B is equal to 4, 6 and 9 elements. Define a relation R from A to B. Please be very careful. You are taking a relation from A to B. Okay. By, this is the condition. Okay. The set builder form. Every ordered pair x comma y such that, what is the condition? The difference between x and y is odd. Very important here. Now where x and y belongs to, x belongs to first set, y belongs to second set. Write R in roster form means you are just asked you to write the relation. Once you write the relation, you can write its domain and range easily. Okay. First, let's write down the data given. Okay, here comes the set A, that is 1, 2, 3, 5 and set B, which is 4, 6 and 9. Okay, please remember R is a relation from A to B. Okay, Now, what is the condition? Every x comma y such that x difference between x and y, that is x difference y should be odd. Very important. Where x belongs to first set, y belongs to second set. Let's carefully write the relation. R is equal to, now you can start writing all the pair which is allowed. Now if you take 1 and 4, what is 1 minus 4 or 4 minus 1? Difference, be careful. 1 minus 4 or 4 minus 1 is 3, so it is odd. I can write 1 comma 4. Okay, if I take 1 6, then difference is 5. Definitely I can take this. Now if I take 1 comma 9, actually the difference between 9 and 1 is 8, which is not odd, so I cannot take 1 comma 9. Similarly, take 2 4, difference is 2, I cannot take. 2 and 6, difference is 2, I cannot take. I can take 2 comma 9 because the difference between 2 and 9 is 7, which is odd. Similarly, going with element 3, 3 and 4, difference was 1, which is definitely odd. So I can take 3 comma 4. Next, going on, 3 6. So definitely I can take 3 comma 6 because difference between 3 and 6 is 3, which is odd. And if I go for 3 and 9, please be careful. Sometimes we will be in a hurry and take 3 comma 9. 3 comma 9 is not taken because difference between 3 comma 9 is 6. I cannot take it. Okay. Now going on with 5 comma 4. Definitely I can take because difference between 5 comma 4 is 1, which is odd. Similarly, I can take 5 comma 6. Okay. So if I take 5 comma 6, the difference is 1, which is again odd. Finally, going with the last pair, 5 comma 9. Can I write? So what is the difference between 9 and 5? It is 4, which is even. So that means I cannot take the element 5 comma 9. Okay. Now these are the elements in which the difference is odd. If you want, you can check it once again. Okay. Definitely these are the elements belonging to the relation, and this is our required relation. Okay. For our reference, actually the question is only to write the relation. For our reference, let us write the domain and range of R. So what is the domain of R? We know we can easily write. Domain is the set of all first elements. So I'll take 1. I cannot take, need not write it once again. I'll take 2. I can take 3. And I can take 5. So this is the domain. Coming on to range, I can take 4. I can take 6. I can take 9. Again 4, 6, 4, 6. These are the only elements. So my range is completely the set B. Okay, that is, if you want to write the codomain, here you can note it down. Codomain of R is also the set B, which is equal to 4, 6, 9. This is just for a note. So what is codomain of R? Please note it down. Codomain is the second set on which you are taking the relation, which is B here. So what is the set B? If you want, you can take this is 4, 6, 9. Okay, in future we will need this. Therefore, you can write your range of range and codomain of the relation are same. So the conclusion is range of R is equal to codomain of R. Okay, so trying to solve the question in this way will give you the clear picture of the concepts in detail. Okay, so this is enough. Let's go to the next question. Here comes question number 4. The figure 2.7. So which is the figure 2.7? Here is the figure given. Shows the relationship between the sets P and Q. So two sets are there, P and Q. Relationship is given. Okay. Now write this relation, whatever the relation is given, in set builder form and rooster form. You have to write both in set builder form and rooster form because it is given in Venn diagrams. Okay. And you also have to write its domain and range. So first of all, let's write the relation. Now let us first write the relation in roster form because that is easier. Then we can go for the set builder form. Okay, what is the relation which is easily seen? 5 is related to 3. That is nothing but 5, 3. Similarly, 6 is related to 4, 6, 4. And 7 is related to 5. This is the rooster form of the relation. Okay. Now once the rooster form is there, we can go on to the set builder form. Now how to write the set builder form? We all know relation will always contain the ordered pair x, y such that, now very careful, you have to write the condition. What is the condition? You can see here, if you take the difference between 5, 3, that is 2, 6 minus 4, that is difference. You can subtract directly. 5 minus 3 is 2, 6 minus 4 is 2, 7 minus 5 is 2. That means if I take x as the first element and y is the second element, the condition, please be very careful, x minus y is equal to 2. Okay. For, and again you should be very careful, what are the values of x? Now x is lying between 5 to 7. So I can write 5 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 7. What does that mean? X will lie between 5 to 7, or else you can also write where x is equal to, you can write 5 comma 6 comma 7. Even if you write this way, this is correct. Okay. Now once the relation is ready, we can directly write the domain and range. This is actually very simple. Domain is the set of all first elements. If you want, you can check 5, 6 and 7. Okay. Now going on to the range, set of all second elements, which are nothing but 3, 4 and 5. Okay. This is actually similar. Now since no elements are left over here, the entire set Q will be nothing but the codomain. Here you can also see the codomain is equal to the range. Okay. You need not write this again here. We have already discussed in the, this in the previous question. Okay. So that's it, the solution for this question. We shall move on to the fifth one. So moving on to question number 5. There is a set given A which is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6. 5 is not there. Carefully. Now let R be a relation on A defined by every A comma B such that A, where A and B belongs to, the both the elements will belong to the same set. B is exactly divisible by A. You should be very careful. B is exactly divisible by A. Okay. Now once you write the relation, write the R in roster form. Means you have to write the relation. That roster form means the elements. Okay. Once you write the relation, you can easily write the domain and range. Okay. So first of all, let's write down the data. You should always have the habit of writing down the data first. So the data is given. Set A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6. R is equal to every A comma B such that B is exactly divisible by A, where A and B belongs to the set A. Okay. Please be careful how we are going to write the relation. If you know how to write the relation, then nothing to do with domain and range. You can easily do it by yourself. Now B should be exactly divisible by A. Now if you start the relation A on itself, okay. Now if I take 1 comma 1, I can take 1 comma 1 because 1 is easily divisible by 1. Okay, isn't it? Now I can take 1 comma 2 because 2 is easily divisible. 2 is exactly divisible by 1. Okay, because any number is divisible by 1, isn't it? So I can take 1 comma 1, 1 comma 2, 1 comma 3 because 3 is divisible by 1, 4 is divisible by 1, 5 is divisible by 1, and sorry, 5 is not there. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6. So I cannot take 5. So 1 is 1 comma 6. Are you following? So 1 is divisible by 1, 2 is divisible by 1, 3 is divisible by 1, 4 and 6 both are divisible by 1. Okay. Now moving on to 2, I cannot take 2 comma 1 because 1 is not exactly divisible by 2. Okay. If you take 1 by 2, that is nothing but you'll get a fraction. It is just like 1 by 1, 2 by 1, 3 by 1, 4 by 1, 6 by 1. It is completely divisible, isn't it? Now you can take 2 comma 2. Because 2 is exactly divisible by 2. Okay. Similarly, you can take 2 comma 4. That means if you take 4 comma 2, it is exactly divisible. You cannot take 2 comma 3. Okay. Now next going, you can take 2 comma 6 also because 6 is exactly divisible by 2. Okay. So that's it with elements 2. Let's go with element 3. Now 3, the first element which divides is the 3 itself. That is 3 is divisible by 3. Now the second element you can go is 3 comma 6. 6 is completely divisible by 3. No more options are left over. Finally, going on to the element 4. 4 is divisible by 4. Definitely, no doubt. Now no other elements. Okay. 4 doesn't divide 1. 4 is not completely divisible by 2. 4 is not completely divisible by 3. Neither 4 is completely divisible by 6. Okay. You cannot take 4 comma 6. And finally going on to the element 6, only way is nothing but 6 comma 6. So 6 is completely divisible by 6. Is it clear? So that completes the relation. So we have, this is the first part. What is the first part? you are supposed to write the relation in roster form. We have already written it. And the rest, next thing is writing the domain and range. I think you can do it by your own self, but don't worry, I'm going to give you the solution. Now, what is the domain of the relation? We all know domain is nothing but all the first set. So the elements in the first elements in the ordered pair is, in all these elements it is 1. Then I have 2 from here, and next I have 3, I have 4, and I have 6. Okay, now going on to range, all the second elements. So second elements I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Means I almost have all the elements. That means you cannot search, you need not search for the other elements, because once you have taken 6, 2 is there, 4, 6, 3, 6, 4 and 6 all are written down below. Is it clear, dear students? I hope you don't have any doubts in this. So this brings to the conclusion of this question number 5. Let's go to the next one, question number 6. Question number 6 reads like this. Determine the domain and range of the relation R defined by, he has given a relation. Let's write the relation and write its domain and range. Okay. Dear students, look at this question now. Now relation R is equal to every x comma y. So instead of y he has given x plus 5. Okay, such that now here itself he has given the set. Please be careful. That's why I given in red color. But you are not supposed to write the examination in any of the colors, only blue or black. That too only one single color. Please, you are not supposed to use red. Particularly for your understanding I have used this. Now R is equal to, let us write the relation. X takes all the values from 0 to 6. So I put x is equal to 0. What happens to this element? 5 plus 0, that is equal to 5. Is it clear? Fine. Now going on to the next one. If I put x is equal to 1, then this would be 1 plus 5, that is nothing but 6. If I put x is equal to 2, then the y element would be 2 plus 5, which is 7. If I put x is equal to 3, 5 plus 3 would be 8. If I put x is equal to 4, 4 plus 5 would be 9. If I put x is equal to 5, okay, if I put x is equal to 5, y would be 5 plus 5, that is equal to 10. Sorry students, the set is 0 to 1 to 5, only 6 is not there. This is actually 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. So I can only take x is equal to 5. So for 5, the y element is 10. This completes our relation. So once the relation is ready, you can easily write the domain and range. So domain is nothing but set of all first elements. So it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Range is all the second elements in the ordered pair. So it is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So this itself, and this completes the solution for the given question. That's it. It's a very simple question. As I told you, definitely this question can be asked for 3 marks. Writing the relation 1 mark, domain carries 1 mark, writing the range will carry 1 mark. Okay, so it's a very simple question. Let's go to the question number 7. So this is question number 7. We have, write the relation R given by R is equal to every x comma y. Y is nothing but x cube. Okay, where x is a prime number less than 10. Okay, now please look here, carefully write the relation. You only thing you would require is relation in roster form. Okay, so the relation given is R is equal to x comma x cube such that x is a prime number less than 10. Okay, let us rewrite this relation. Means we are not changing anything. We are rewriting this relation as every x comma x cube such that now x belongs to, means let us write the set. What are actually the prime numbers less than 10? We all know the prime numbers less than 10 is, we cannot take 1. 2 is the first prime number less than 10. Then you can take 3, okay, you can take 5, you can take 7. These are the only prime numbers less than 7. So this completes our relation. Now you can easily write the relation. Therefore R is equal to, what are the elements? You can take 2 comma 2 cube. Okay, next if you take 3, then it is 3 cube. Then if you take 5, it is 5 cube, and if you take 7, this is 7 cube. Okay, let us write the relation in detail. So this is nothing but 2 comma 2 cube. We know 2 cube is 8. Similarly 3 comma, we know 3 cube is 9 threes are 27. So 5 comma 5 cube will be 5 into 5 into 5, which is 125, and 7 comma 7 cube is 7 into 7 into 7. You can use your calculator. You will get 343. Okay, so this is enough. He's asked you to find the relation. We have found the relation. Okay, for your reference, you can also write the domain and range. So in case they ask you to write the domain and range, you can be very careful. Domain is nothing but 2, 3, 5 and 7, and range is 8, 27, 125 and 343. Okay, so that concludes the question number 7. Let's go on to question number 8. So here comes the question number 8. Let A is equal to xyz and B is equal to 1, 2. Find the number of relations from A to B. Okay, very important question, very useful for CETA purpose. Okay, or also it can be also asked for 1 marks. Let us write the data first. So you can see here A is equal to set xyz containing the elements. So you can easily say n of A, number of elements in A is 3. Okay, so B has the elements 1 and 2. That means the number of elements in the set B is 2. Okay, now he is asking you to find the number of relations from A to B. Now for your understanding purpose, let us write both. Okay, the number of relations from A to B and the number of relations from B to A. Okay, so let's go for this. The number of relations from A to B, this is nothing but, now base, we know it is of the form P power Q. Do you remember it? Do you remember? Okay. So this is always is equal to number of relations from A to B is nothing but n of B power n of A cross B. Please be careful. Base will be on whichever set we are taking. Okay. So now first of all we shall take one more required thing. Therefore n of A cross B. Definitely A has 3 elements, B has 2 elements. A cross B will have 3 into 2. So n of A cross B will be 6. Okay. Therefore, the number of relations from A to B will be 2. What is n of B? It is 2. 2 power 6. Okay. In case if you want to find the relation from B to A, this is nothing but n of A. Okay. N of A power of n of A cross B. So this will be nothing but n of A is 3 and n of A cross B is 6. That concludes the solution. Okay, this is enough. If you want, you can expand it using the calculator. Otherwise, keep it as it is. You will definitely get the complete answer. Okay, again I'm telling you, this question is very useful for your CET purpose. Okay, yeah, so we are done with question number 8 and we are left over with one last question in the exercise. Let us solve it and conclude the session. So here comes the last question. Let R be the relation on Z. So what is the set? Z, which is the set of integers. Z means set of integers defined by, you can check your relation, R is equal to every A comma B such that actually both A and B are integers, which is nothing but Z. Now the condition is A minus B will again be an integer. Means A minus B will also belongs to Z. It is an integer, means A minus B should belongs to Z. Okay. So now for this is a very special relation. You cannot write, you are actually supposed to write the domain and range of R. Okay. We know Z is then infinite set. If you take any two elements, definitely the difference between those elements will again be an integer. I repeat, if you take any two elements from this integer set, their difference will again be an integer itself. Okay. Therefore, what will be the domain and range? It's very simple. The domain of the relation and the range of relation both are nothing but the set Z. That is the set of integers. Okay. So what is the domain of the relation? As I told you, the domain of relation is Z, the set of integers, and the range of R is again Z. I can write what is Z? the set of integers. Is it clear? So this concludes the solution for this question and also for the exercise 2.2. Okay. Well, friends, hope you have enjoyed this session. If you you can always tell us how you felt in this session in the comment box. Kindly comment. And if you have liked this video, kindly like it. Don't forget to share this video with all of your friends so that even they can be benefited from this video. Okay. Right. So thanks for watching the video. We'll meet again in the next session where we will solve all the exercise problems from exercise 2.3. Until then, take care of your health. God bless you all. Bye.